My wife is obsessed with Ms. Rachel and she is more obsessed with it than our baby. We are both 35 and she has this addiction towards Ms. Rachel and she has become distracted by Ms. Rachel. Sometimes she forgets her adult duties and just watches Ms. Rachel, and she becomes so overexcited towards Ms. Rachel it's slightly worrying. She acts like a child towards Ms. Rachel, and I have tried having private words to my wife about her obsession with Ms. Rachel, but my wife just ignores it. She just tells me that she is just grateful towards her. Babies need a distraction and Ms. Rachel has been raising so many people's babies all over the world. She has been an aid for parents everywhere and I can see why so many people love her. Then as my wife's obsession with Ms. Rachel became worse, she would ignore the cries of our child and she even smashed the TV head on, because she tried to get to Ms. Rachel like literally. I was so angry with my wife and I had to explain to her that Ms. Rachel is for babies and she is a grown adult. Then when my wife did an all-nighter and kept on watching Ms. Rachel, she turned into a baby and our baby turned into an adult. It was now my wife who needed to be taken care of because she was now a baby. Then when I switched off Ms. Rachel, my wife turned back into an adult and our child turned back into a baby. My wife begged me to let her watch Ms. Rachel but I said no. She became violent and I had no choice but to call the police and she had to be taken away. It was clear that my wife needed help and now I was taking care of our baby and everything else. Luckily I worked from home and then as I started to watch Ms. Rachel I found myself being glued to it. I had to snap myself out of it and I couldn't believe I was becoming addicted to Ms. Rachel. It was like she was reaching out to the inner child within me and I knew I had to control myself. I stopped putting on Ms. Rachel but my baby was being difficult. Even when my baby was watching Ms. Rachel in the living room, even just hearing Ms. Rachel from the kitchen, I was drawn to it. I cannot end up like my wife.